Hey guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today's Friday, March 23rd, 2012. I'm still in week 15 of pregnancy. I guess over halfway through the week today. I'll be 16 weeks on Monday. It's been a very trying week for me. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, the whole thing. I worked out this week for the first time in a while, and I'm really sore. So physically, I'm just feeling kind of beat up. I lifted weights. I rode my bike 2.5 miles to the gym, spent an hour working out in the gym, and then a 2.5 mile ride back home. So my legs are sore, my arms are sore, everything's really sore. I'm just struggling. I'm just really, really struggling. Emotionally, I feel like a wreck. The hormones are taking hold of me this week for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I've been very emotional this week and feeling very lonely, very alone. My husband has been working long hours despite the fact that I've asked him not to do that right now. There's a lot of stuff at home that needs to be done, and things that I need help with doing, and I think I need help with them more from the mental aspect of them rather than like the physical act of actually doing them, like keeping the house clean and taking care of the animals. It's kind of mentally overwhelming me this week for whatever reason. And see, I'm gonna tear up. My husband hasn't really been listening to my needs, and he's been working late every night. So like Wednesday night, he came home, ate dinner, and immediately left to go do something else. So I didn't even see him that night because I go to bed early on the nights that I work the next day because I get up at 3:30 in the morning. So by 7:30, if I want to get 8 hours of sleep, I got to be in bed. So that's kind of my routine. So I've asked him to, try to get up and go to work early because he doesn't have a set schedule, so he can kind of do what he wants. And asked him to do that, and he's not following through, and it's frustrating to me. And I got a bomb dropped on me last night that, oh, by the way, he's going to be out of town starting Sunday. He's leaving Sunday, and he's going to this class through his job, and he won't be back till Wednesday night. So I'm just feeling very overwhelmed with gosh, I hate doing this, with the amount of stuff that needs to be done around here. So instead of like just, doing it all by myself, which I don't think I should have to. Sorry, I have to adjust my compression shirt is like funky. Instead of doing all of it, like I don't feel like I should have to, I'm just kind of like gonna ignore it today, and I'm off, and I'm gonna like go do some shopping for some personal effects that I need, like hairspray and deodorant and stuff like that, and come home, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. And I work tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is a bummer. And so I pretty much won't get to see much of my husband this weekend because I work all day Saturday and then he leaves Sunday. So I'm overwhelmed. And on top of all of that, as if I needed one more thing, right? He tells me last night that this class he's taking is actually just part of a class that, see, he told me he was taking this class like 2 months ago, and at that time we talked about him just commuting back and forth so that he would be here in the evenings still, so that, see, the thing is I'm pregnant, and we have 2 cats, and pregnant women are not allowed to deal with cat litter. You can get something called toxoplasmosis, which is nasty. If you're interested in what it is, Google it. So I'm not allowed to do anything with the cat litter. So for him to be gone from Sunday through Wednesday is a long time for the cat litter to not get cleaned. So, that's like a huge thing weighing on my shoulders. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? It's just going to be dirty. And then the poor cats are having to deal with that. And it just seems unfair. So anyway, he had told me about this a couple months ago. And then never mentioned it again until last night. And, oh, by the way, I'm leaving Sunday. Oh, okay. Well, it would have been nice to have a little bit of time to prepare for you to leave. So on top of that, he says, well, this is only part of the class. The rest of the class is scheduled for April. And I said, April? You never mentioned that. Oh, yeah, well, it's scheduled for April. I'm like, okay, well, when in April? Thinking about, hey, there's some big thing coming up in April that obviously doesn't mean that much to him. And he says, oh, it's the 16th. And I assume you're going to be out of town for this, right? Yeah. I just start crying. The 16th is our ultrasound appointment for when we find out the sex of our baby. And so I just fall apart, completely fall apart. Hello, hormones. But it's so... It angers me because he stood right there when I made the ultrasound appointment, and I said to him, April 16th, 3 o'clock, how does that look for you? Not a problem, that'll be fine. How is it that 4 days later, 3 days later, it's not fine and you have a class to go to? What? So I told him, I just said, well, I'm not changing the appointment. It is what it is. It'll be a lot of fun getting to go by myself. And, oh, it makes me so mad. And so I said, well, if you can try to be there, it would be good. It would be good for me if you could be there. So I don't know what he's going to do. He hasn't really said anything to me about whether or not he's going to make it or not or whatever. And, it just frustrates me beyond anything because this is like, only one of the biggest things that's happening in our lifetime. We're having a child. It's important to me that he's there. I would think it would be important to him to be there, but clearly that's not the case, because it wouldn't have been hard for him to just look at his calendar on his smartphone, standing in the doctor's office, to tell me the 16th, not a good day. Of course, I wouldn't have been too happy to find out at the doctor's office that there's a class that he never told me about. I guess he's not going to win in this situation, because I feel like it's something that he could have talked to me about a long time ago. So, anyway, I guess there's a possibility at this point that I may be going to my ultrasound alone. Boy, it just pisses me off. It just annoys me. And, obviously it hurts me because I'm crying about it. So anyway, I'm just having a rough time this week, and on top of it all, I feel huge. I feel absolutely huge. I tried on some jeans today, and I've had a hard time finding jeans to fit in my closet. I've got a few pairs that do, and I bought this shirt that I have on at American Eagle. I bought two of them. I bought one in a green stripe, and this one that's pink and red, and I bought the pink and red one in an extra large because I normally wear like a medium or a large at American Eagle. It just kind of depends on the shirt, but this is kind of like a flowy shirt. That's what I call them. So I bought this one. It was like buy one, get one half off or something. So I bought this one in an extra large just thinking this will be a good shirt to wear because it's longer as I grow, and I'm already feeling like I need to wear it. So, my belly feels huge to me today. Here I am. It's just, all of my weight is going right here that I've gained. Those of you wanting to know, at 15 weeks I've gained 10 pounds. Not real proud of that. I was hoping to be at like maybe 1 or 2 at this point in my pregnancy, but I've already put on 10. I am into the second trimester, so, I guess if I can keep it under 30 total, I would be happy, but quite frankly, I'm eating like a cow. I'm hungry all the freaking time, and if I don't eat every couple hours, I get sick. So I feel like I'm in a losing battle with the bulge right now, because as much as I don't want to be eating, I feel like I need to be eating. And So I'm just I'm really just trying to listen to my body. When my body says, hello, put something in me, I do it. But the volume of food I can consume at any given time right now is scary to me, because it's huge compared to what I was eating before pregnancy. And I feel like my pouch has, obviously, it's got to have stretched. I am failing my RNY. After this pregnancy, this weight will still be here, and I will be fat all over again, and I've worked so hard, and I don't want to go down this road again. I just don't want to go down this road again. And I'm scared. And I'm doing this video because there's other people out there going through this too. And I know I'm not alone feeling like this. And I keep trying to trust myself. And I keep trying to say, this is baby weight. This will come off. You will get back to where you were. I will be a stronger woman. I will be a mother. But I would be lying if I didn't say I'm scared. I'm so scared. And it's hard. It's hard to have gotten to a point in my body where I was the most comfortable I've ever been. Where I could just live in my skin and be me. And I didn't have to make excuses for anything. And I didn't have to feel bad about the body I had because I worked hard for it. And I just feel like I've lost a little bit of control right now. And I don't want to lose control because I feel like that's the beginning of the end if you lose control. So I'm struggling, as you guys can see. I'm just really struggling. I've lost muscle tone because I haven't worked out, because I have had so much freaking fatigue. Going to the gym this week was really hard, and I'm really sore, and I really understand how important it is for me to be there. And trying to make that a priority when I feel like I've lost control of everything else in my life, and my house is falling apart, and my husband's going to be gone, and I've got all this added responsibility, and I feel a hot mess. That's how I feel, a hot mess. And look at me. I look a hot mess. And on top of it all, I feel huge. I'm in my size 14 American Eagle jeans, which I've been able to continue to wear, but they're getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I can still wear my 12 Levi's, and I have a pair of size 10, I guess they're Gap. I think they're Gap jeans. And I can still fit into them. They're not comfortable, but I can still fit into them. But it doesn't, none of that seems to satisfy me today. All of that seems to just go by the wayside because I just feel out of control today. I just feel very, very out of control. So I wanted to make a video, and I wanted to talk about this, and I didn't really want to cry through it, but I knew I was going to because I cry all the time. Thank you, hormones. No, I'm really, I really feel like I owe it to my weight loss surgery community and to the people now following me about this pregnancy to tell the truth. And the truth is this is not easy. Gastric bypass has been the hardest journey ever in my life, and I did it all the right way. I followed the rules, and you know, now I'm pregnant and the rules kind of go out the window, and I feel out of control, and I don't like it, and I don't know how to fix it. That's what scares me, is I don't know how to fix it. And the doctor tells me I'm perfect. Perfect weight, perfect blood pressure, everything's perfect. I'm, you know, pretty skinny. I don't feel skinny, and I don't feel perfect. I feel out of control. So that's where I'm at, week 15. Hopefully it'll get better, right? I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and take care. Bye.